Hey there. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Figured we'd start this one this way. Captain Han, I pulled the trigger. Rolo, Wampa, Imperial Pro Droid. I figured I was him and Han so much that's just something that let's just get out of the way, get it done, move on, not talk about it anymore, just be like, I will say that it's not the best value, but if you're starting out, if you're like, because there's just so much better stuff that you can spend your money on, and it's a time. Like, I could have grinded it out, but it would have took, you know. And I figure I spent $10 on day 193. That's when this account went from free to play to not free to play because we spent $10. I was like, it's like, if we're spending 10-20 bucks a year. But now we're $35 into the account. But and if you don't like it, that's fine. I was like, I just made the decision that it was something that I felt was going to be beneficial for me in the long run. So that's why I did it. In case you're wondering. Um, I was like, is the right account? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I forgot we were doing this. So anyway, we officially we finished Marjade, so there's that. Marjade is now 7 stars, finally. After we kept pushing her back, and we kept pushing her back, and we kept pushing her back, she's now level 85. But now we have other characters because we bought all those characters. Of course, we have other characters that we can now put Zeta on, and so we have Wampa here. We can put a Zeta on. We have Rolo. We can put Zetas on. We have Captain Han that we can put Zetas on. So let me know what you think for day 500. We're just going to keep stack up Zetas, and when we get them, that's what we're going to do with the Zetas. We're just going to keep stacking it up. And did we really just pull a 10 from Mother Talzine? Okay. I'm pleasantly blown away by that, but I'll take it. So, well, yeah, we got a 10 from Mother. We just got a 10 pull from Mother Talzine. So that's good. I know I have been doing Candra's the last few days, but Dean Grogo, my guy, what can I say? We're gonna go farm. We're gonna, it's fine, but if we can get some stuff flowing with the Poncho Bros, let's just do it. So they're gonna come back into the. I know you're like, you just took them out of the farm the other day, guys. What can I say? We're gonna have, even if, Poncho Bros. Yes, I know they're one drop, but we need to have them up here. I'm gonna finish. I think we're gonna go ahead and do. There's no right answer to this, right? Because we need Candra's, we need Karth, and we need T3 that are all in the cantina, and plus the Poncho Bros. And the Poncho Bros, yes, I know they're single drop, but guys, I played DSA for all 4.5 years of existence, and in their grand campaign was essentially one drop was essentially one drop Cantina farming. And so in that game they had Sven and Olaf from Frozen that were both in the Grand Campaign, and you needed both Sven and Olaf, obviously, to get to Elsa, who was a legendary in that game. And so what I did was I would farm Olaf up to 4 stars, and then I would go get Sven to 4 stars. And then I would get Sven to 5 stars, then I would go get Olaf to 5 stars. Then we get Olaf to 6 stars, I'd come back and get Sven to 6 stars. Then I'd take Sven to 7 stars, then I'd come back and get Olaf to 7 stars. And that's just the way it was done, because you needed both of them. And you didn't want one to get ahead of the other. So that's kind of the way you did it. And, that's how we're going to have to do it here with single drops for Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon. And it's just a thing, I think, because of the way that assault battles are, and you guys know how into assault battles I am, or at least I've said I am, but we're just not there because we still need, and that's why we're going after these Revens. And as I talked about yesterday, I think that's the reason why they're not giving us Lightspeed bundles for the Revens, because if you do Lightspeed bundles for both the Revens, you're basically giving help into assault battles. Whereas if the BAM really didn't help you in assault battle, the Night Sisters helped you in 1, but they weren't helping you in 2. And so, because like if you get the Light Side Revan, you're gonna want Jedi Revan for your assault battle team. If you get Darth Revan, you're gonna be able to get Malak Revan and Bastila. Plus, they were doing this drop thing for these characters, and I don't know if I'm totally right on this, but I feel like I am. I don't think that and feel free to go back and double check me, because there's a possibility that I am wrong. And I feel like Night Sisters might have been the exception to this, but I don't feel like there have been too many Lightspeed bundles that have had units in them that were part of a Lightspeed bundle. Like I said, I think they did just random Night Sisters at one point. I know they did Marin, but I think, did they do random Night Sisters at one point? I don't remember. So I feel like Night Sisters might have been something that they did, but that was like a while before that bundle came out. But I gotta tell you, this thing with Bastila and both Bastilas, I'm really curious about. And Arnold and his whole thing where he's like, does this mean something because they're giving us something this much? I want to believe it means something that we're getting both Bastilas back to back, and that's just going to help the farm with the Bastilas, because it's going to work. So what we have set up right here is we have Poncho Bros that have their own assault battle. Then we have the Night Sisters that have their own battle. Then we have the Jedi with Revan, and we're gonna have. And now that we bought Rolo, Wampa, and Captain Han, they're gonna help us to get to CLS, which you put with Jedi Revan for the Jedi assault battle. And then we're going for Darth Revan, and you get him and Malak plus Bastila Fallen plus whoever else, and you've got the dark side, or the Sith assault battles. So that's really what we're concentrating on now. And as we get this stuff done, we're, like I said, we're going we're going to end up at Luke in short order and Jabba because we need the mods from the mod challenge. So keep all that in mind. I did finish BAM. I didn't mention it at the top, but we finished BAM. I got BAM to Gear 13, and then it's went ahead and put him at Relic 1. And we're gonna go, keep farming Newt, finish Newt, and then we'll start on whoever else we're doing after Newt. Which at this point I'm, you know, I should probably, we don't need Kyle, but Kyle being a little bit more useful because we are going to get him for Starkiller, so the faster. So I mean, even if we might just get Kyle and just take him up to Relic 1 and just leave him there. And that's probably the play. That's probably the safest thing. That's probably the best thing to do. Is just take him to Relic 1 and just leave him there and just come back for him whenever we get around to going for Starkiller. And then that way we can start working on Mara or Captain Rex or whoever. And like I've told you before, Mara is going to be a long-term play. But for the time being, we might just take her to Relic 1 and just leave her there also. How did we not get this drop? I'm going to go just buy this just to get it off. Just because we just need it, so we can start farming something else tomorrow, fleet energy wise. But we're back to where we need 98 more of these things because we did finish BAM, and that's going to be good for us to get these guys out. I'm trying to decide. So I'm very double-minded because I do need assault battles, and what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to finish. So I think we're going to go. Talking about not the assault battles, but the conquest teams. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to finish the Night Sisters. I don't know how good Night Sisters are, but I mean, Night Sisters is going to be a while. But we'll have to use CLS. So we're going to take them to Relic 5, and that'll at least help us get into the early stages of normal conquest if we want to, which I'm still not doing. Hey, we won, by the way. And we came in 4th in Grand Owner, which we got 2 more Zetas and 2 more Omegas. So that's good. By the way, if you were paying attention, that's how you get crystals, by playing GAC. The person who wanted to know how you get crystals. GAC helps. And like I said before, it's not my favorite thing. It could be better. But as with anything else, it could be much worse. And, sometimes we, if now we have Wampa, if people didn't buy Wampa, if people didn't buy into Wampa, then we'll have, and we decide to take Wampa up, then we can just be like, oh, hey, here's Wampa. What are you going to do about it? And they'll be like, nothing. But that's if they decided to pull the trigger on Wampa. If they didn't, okay. If they didn't pull the trigger and buy it like we just did, that's their problem. So I bought. So it's good. I mean, I did my cam last time, but other than that, I mean, I'm just talking about my Hyperlight. I put cam on my Hyperlight. I bought the Trash Jedi on my Hyperlight. But then again, I do that all the time on my Hyperlight. I skipped cam, and I think I skipped the Trash Jedi on my original account. But, It's fine. What else do I have left? Do I have any? I don't know. Did I get? Did I do it? I didn't do this. Okay, let's do this. So yeah, we have some. We're gonna be working on some Zetas, of course, for the for day 500. So let me know. I'm pretty sure we probably have enough for Omicron if we wanted to do that. If we wanted to go Zeta into Omicron, that's probably very viable. I'm not totally sure that's the case, but I'm also I I don't know that's the case. I think that's extremely likely we could go Zeta into Omicron if that's what we decide we want to do. But we're up to 40 Zetas. So where does that put us in totality? I have no idea. I don't know where that puts us in totality as with everything else. But I'm gonna guess it puts us in a pretty good spot. But let's just check on the let's just check and say what we have. All right, so we have 75 omegas and 2 zetas, 2 full zetas. So we could do zeta and probably into Omicron safely here. But I don't know how many zetas does he have? I don't know. She has 1, 2. I don't know. Did she have 3 or she just have 2? She does have 2, so we can maybe do Wampa. And we're gonna try for another 2. We still have a month-ish before we get to 500. And so I'm gonna try to get another Zeta to put on somebody else. So if you want me to do Wampa, let me know. If you want me to do Captain Rex, if you want me to do whoever, let me know. Leave me a comment, let me know. Because I'm totally open to it. Because I don't have, like I said, we did that with Bam. If you don't let me know, I'm just gonna do what I want, and I don't know who I would go with. But yeah. Anyway, I was gonna do predictions for the rest of the year. Maybe we'll throw them in here, and I'll probably redo them tomorrow, also first thing. But the rest of the year production, and maybe next year, I think we're gonna get the remaining. Zareth and Sarah was saying they think that they're going to be 2 more. That they think that we're going to get Hu Yang and a new Sabine for Ahsoka. I think I disagree with that. I think we could get a Hu Yang, but I don't think we're going to get a Sabine. We may get a Sabine in the future, but I think they may use her to help build out this new Spectre faction. But I think that she could be I don't think we'll see her this year. And here's what I think they're going to do. I think we're going to get Hu Yang, and I think we're going to get a ship as the other marquee for Ahsoka. I'm still hoping it's a lifter for Home One. It could not be. It could be something else entirely. So Hu Ying and a ship. I think that we're going to get. I think that next year I think next year there's not going to be a Galactic Republic, a GL. I think that next year we're going to get a fleet. I think we're going to see that whenever they get. I think they're going to start that. I think there's a I think that when we get this ship, that's going to be the last requirement for Ahsoka. I think that's going to be the thing that sort of flips the script from where we have all these marquees to now we're just going to get a lot of ships. I think we're going to get a ship. Do I think there's a potential that we could get one with the conquest after Ezra? But do I know that? I'm not sure. So we're gonna get Hu Yang in a ship, and then we're also gonna get Shin along with the Great Mothers for Balin, and then Balin's gonna be like the Mommy Mandalore what's last year. And I think when we come back next year, they're really gonna ramp into ships and I think next year's going to be light side ships and dark side characters because we got, people were like complaining about how we got so much light side stuff this year. I think we're going to get a mixture of light and dark next year, but I think we're going to get a light side fleet. And I think that's going to start probably after the Christmas break, if not, and just continue. Sort of like they're doing with this. I think that's going to be sort of the cadence of it. But I don't think they're going to come up with Grand Admiral Thrawn or Legendary Thrawn until 26. And I think Sabine will be a requirement for Grand Admiral Thrawn. She will be a marquee for Grand Admiral Thrawn. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've only been playing this game for a year and a half. What do I know? But anyway, if you like what I'm doing, feel free to like and subscribe. Leave a comment about whatever. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here. It's fine. As always, God bless, hold the line, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.